Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of Mid-League Madness. Today we're going to hop right into this game. So representing himself down here in the bottom corner, it is our red Zerg Gothic. And his opponent up here in the top position, representing DTF 253, it is our blue toss, Slava Slave. So this is going to be a PvZ. That's a pretty exciting matchup for this match because anything could happen. If you guys have played this map, you may not like it too much, but you've got to admit you see some crazy stuff on this map. This was actually a replay I got from Reddit. It is from the r/castit server, which is where if you want to cast a game or if you want to get your game casted by just about anyone, you can submit it there either through GG Tracker or drop.sc. But what's this guy doing? You guys have ever seen a Zergling or a drone in your base like this, you know something is up. Slava Slave over here is gonna check for that. He sees that there's no hatchery here, and he did scout out that drone, so that drone has to get out of here. Whatever cheeky thing he was gonna try, he's not gonna be able to, mainly because he doesn't even have the resources to do it. But he is gonna get some pokes off here. This is a bit like a tickle fight by this time, because those lasers do tickle. I don't know, don't ask me how I know that. But it looks like he's going to go standard here. It's going to be a Forge Fast Expand out of our Protoss player. He's also got one probe out here on the map just in case he wants to try anything Protoss related. But no second base still. He is going for a pool first on 15. So he was going to do something sneaky. He decided against it. And he's just going to go back to what Zerg does best. Get units, go crazy. On the other side of the map, the Nexus is about to go down. He's already got his probe on the way. He's actually going to use this probe for it looks like. So he's just bringing in one of this guys. This guy is still on the map, though. That's not the same probe. I don't mean to be probist, but they all look alike. But Nexus goes down, and the second hatchery as well. So both players going into a standard. They know they can't go into anything crazy at this point, but actually, that probe could start throwing down cannons if he wanted to. There's the pylon. And here we go. Gothic sees this. He takes one of his drones away, the one drone that was there, and he's not actually reacting to this too well. Well, he does have 4 Zerglings on the way. I lied. That's my bad, but Zerglings actually going on the other map. They gotta catch this probe. That is more important than that pylon. They need to zone it out, and they actually do cancel the cannon being built. That is an awesome play there. Gonna try it one more time, and no, he does not get it off. So great defense out of Gothic. He's gonna live to see another day. This pylon is not so lucky. It's gonna go down here very soon. But the wall is completed as well, so these 4 Zerglings can't do any kind of counter pressure. Cannon is on the way as well. Zealot gonna come in here, block the wall. This guy is running double duty. I don't know how to turn the camera, but yeah, he's just hiding out in there, making sure that nothing gets through. He's not a Zealot. He wishes he was a Zealot, but he went to school to be a probe instead. But we do have these Lings fresh off their kill, going across the map, trying to make sure that something can happen here. But now that wall is complete, but actually that's still maybe like 1 pixel out of position. So what do these Zerglings decide to do? They decide to go after the rock instead. Now Slave actually has no vision of this whatsoever. All his tech, all his units are over here in the second base, aka the natural. But he is going to see this when he throws down a pylon over here. So how will he react? And is he even watching this? Yes, he is. So he's got to start walling this off, but he's got a long time before that ice is broken. That ice has 3 armor and 2,000 health. That is a lot more than most things in this game. On the back of this, he is going for lair tech. He's a bit undersaturated on drones. He is pretty far behind in that regard, especially for the early game, excuse me. But he will be able to catch up soon if he wanted to. He is going to get 8 drones now, so he's just trying to do just that, catch up on the drone count. And these Zerglings still wailing away on that rock. They don't have any upgrades, so that rock is not going to fall anytime soon. Still got half its health, plus a little bit extra. But we also have a Spire going to be able to take that rock, say, nope, I don't want to go through that rock. I just want to go straight to your mineral line. That's basically what mutas can be used for here. You don't really see too much of it versus Protoss, just because they're not that good against Stalkers and other anti-air that the Protoss has. But if you can get, you usually make about 8 Mutalisks, and you're able to one-shot probes in a very convenient fashion, especially if there's no cannons in the main. It's also very supply blocked here. He's got a lot of probes in production, but he can't make them until that pylon finishes. But did he actually scout that Spire? No, but he's going to react by building a Stargate. Now, obviously, this is probably going to be for Oracle rather than Phoenix, and this Mother 4 is protecting those rocks as well. But we'll have to see. Is he going to go for Oracle, or is he going to go for Phoenix? If he gets a Phoenix straight away, he's going to be able to deflect any Mutalisks on the way, and both Overlords going to get a good position at that. He just hasn't seen that starport. And on the back of this, he is going for Phoenix instead. This is kind of like a Roddy build. If you've seen Roddy play, he usually likes to go for that Phoenix. Excuse me. But again, he is supply blocked. He is a random player. He did come up as a random this game, so he probably isn't that proficient in Protoss. He may be a standard as a Terran player, he may be standard as a Zerg player, we don't know, and we don't judge. But this probe over here, he wants to build a pylon over here, so he wants to be aggressive, but he's not going to get the chance. This is spotted. If he throws down that pylon, it's going to go down almost immediately. But that Phoenix count is starting to rise as well. You currently have this one. It's the only one on the map, but once this one comes out, it's going to be doubled. Yeah, it's going to be doubled. +1 on their way. Zerg flyer attacks as well. And the Mutalisks are on the field. Here they come. Out for blood. And they're going to get a couple probes so far. He's going to aim for the Stalker. If he gets rid of that, there's not enough DPS here to take out these Mutalisks. And he's going to get a lot of probes here before those Phoenix have to come back. So far, that's the wrong key. So far, 10 probes have gone down. If he wants to focus down these Phoenix, he could get them pretty easily as well. But the Phoenix not paying attention, really. He could actually aim for them, but those are a lot of weakened probes here, and they are dying really fast. But on the back of this, he did lose all his Mutalisks. He doesn't have... Neither player really has a large production value for their army size. Excuse me, let me put that back up. But these Mutalisks still doing work, because these Phoenix actually left. They're going to go for Overlords instead. Photon Overcharge will clean this up, but these guys have been worth their weight in gold. 25 probes have died in those attacks. That brings them down to 32 only, and that's not a good economy for this late in the game. These guys are going to hang out here, and that pylon is going to die. One Stalker does get warped in, but 2 Mutalisks, as long as these Phoenix don't touch them, will take out that Stalker. We are zoomed in for some reason, but another Overseer gonna die to these Phoenix. He needs to start pulling all these Overlords back into his main base. He's a bit oversaturated here, but that's not really too big of a problem. Hydra Den also on the way. This is going to be a Ling Hydra style. Very effective, I feel, against Phoenix. But here we go. Slava Slave is holding up those resources because he didn't have the production buildings to make anything, but now he is about to. And with this many gateways, you know he's going to be able to be aggressive very, very quickly. Tech is on the way, +1 armor, and that Twilight Council, so he can start up on his +2 once that's finished. And these Phoenix have pretty much free roam, almost, but the Spine Crawlers and the Spores will be able to prevent them from getting too far into base. They're actually doing a pretty good job of defending that pylon as well. It still has not gone down, and these guys are just making sure it doesn't. It's just throwing Zerglings at it at this point. They are throwaway units, but will he actually get it? Yes, he gets it. That's the hero Zergling, and for his trouble, he gets picked up and splattered. Usually you don't want to use Phoenix energy on Zerglings, but in this case it did work out a bit, I feel. 12 drones also on the way, and he is fully saturated across 3 bases. And he's going for his 4th as well. Both players starting to get a lot of minerals banked up, and those overlords just now being replenished. He needed them a little bit earlier. He's on 72 supply, about to be supply blocked. On the back of this, we do have a 3rd base coming out of our Protoss player, Slava Slave. That's actually a pretty funny name, I feel. But other than that, you know, it's going into a pretty standard game. And as I say that, Slave is going for the DT build. DTs are very effective if you can get them unnoticed, but the problem is, with these Phoenix out, Gothic has spore crawlers all over the place now. We do have a Zealot run by here, going to cancel that 4th base. It's going to kill the drone as well, so he can't just remake it. But with all these Phoenix, he built spore crawlers in the base, so these DTs aren't going to be able to do too much. And once these Hydralisks are out, they're going to be able to focus down the Phoenix. So macro is very key here. I say macro, I mean micro. They are the same thing. They both start with M. He does need to be careful here. Those Hydralisks cannot be separated like this. He's going to be able to pick up all of them and kill them, which is a big problem here. We need to keep them grouped up. 7 more on the production tab, and that Dark Shrine is almost finished. We got about 10 seconds in game left. These Zealots do need to get out of there. The Hydralisks do amazing DPS first of them. But actually, these guys are unupgraded. So far, he has not focused at upgrades at all. But he is going to try for a small engagement here. He's going to be able to pick up all of these Hydralisks and take them out. Not the best engagement for Gothic. He falls behind in supply a little bit. No, he doesn't. I lied. But he is going to get a lot of Zealots for his trouble. These Phoenix clean up the rest of the Hydralisks. And this attack is starting to could snowball. This pylon right here sees everything. A lot of Zealots warping in. Going to cancel that 4th as well. He's going to try and save it with all these Hydralisks, but they're not going to be there in time. The base is canceled, and there's a lot of Zealots here. He can engage slowly here. He's going to finally get that pylon, though. That's a good thing. That's actually a different pylon because, as you know, the other one was taken out. We do finally have him throwing down evolution chambers as well, so that he is able to get those upgrades. He is not that far behind. Gothic, or Slave rather, has not started any other upgrades that, so he's not going to have +2 anytime soon. On the back of this, we do have a large Hydralisk attack. They could take out these Zealots very quickly if there's no support from the Phoenix. We have 10 more Hydralisk on the way. If he wants to wait for those, he can, but a good concave on those Zealots. He can't engage this. He's backed up a bit, but so many Phoenix, they're going to pick up everything. It's not going to kill it a lot because there's a lot of Phoenix, but he's going to lose everything. That was a terrible engagement for Gothic there. So many Phoenix, making sure that these Zealots stayed safe. So this is starting to snowball in Slave's favor. We do have a lot of spines here. That's going to help a bit for the Zealots. But they are going to go for those back rocks, it looks like. He's trying to cancel a 4th that isn't there. He's trying to cancel another 4th that will be there soon. But he's deciding... He's just winning these engagements so decidedly at this point. We do have a Baneling Nest on the way that is... I feel like it may be a good choice. There are a lot of Zealots here. If you take out the Zealots, those Phoenix become so vulnerable to the Hydralisks, especially in mass numbers. Like this much, we'll be able to take out those Phoenix. But we do have a small Ling run by here, going for that 4th. It's not going to get too much done because that Sim City is very nice. So it's going to try and move by here. But the DTs have been revealed. Is he paying attention though? Did he know that they are coming? Do have a couple probes going down. 1 probe, and so far 27 have been lost this game. So Gothic, after taking a convincing early game victories, is starting to stutter a little bit as tech is coming out. We have 6-7 Overseers in production, so those DTs aren't the best anymore. They just don't have the invisibility cloaks that they need. They have invisibility, but it's not enough. Did they actually go in? No, four drones have been lost, but those were for the hatchery, so he actually hasn't used the DTs. He is morphing a couple Archons now, so this comp by Slava Slave is not looking too good. Archons do so well against bio units, and I feel like Gothic really hasn't been able to do the aggression he's needed to. We have the Phoenix here, able to do a bit of harassment before those Spore Crawlers get them out. And they're going to go for that 4th base, but they're going to get picked off, I feel, if they go into that. That is a lot of Hydralisks with +2 on the way. Storm is almost complete, about 70 seconds there. But he's going to go for this. Gothic gets a good concave on these units. Those Phoenix need to be microed back. So far hasn't lost any. The Archon is going to die before it warps in, but we'll see how this goes. Gothic getting picked up on every corner. There's enough Phoenix there to do so, and the Archons are taking them out. A flank by the Banelings. They don't have speed, but now they do. There's nothing for them to hit anymore. But Slave actually takes that engagement pretty badly. He loses his entire army. Those Phoenix are still alive. That's good for him. But he needs to remake. He's got 3 more Archons in production. He's got Storm almost completed. It is so close you can taste it. He also has a lot of probes right here not doing anything. That's a bit of a problem. Gothic taking a large economic lead because of this. An engagement here to take out those Phoenix. All those Hydras just get taken out. TT finishes the work. He is now a kill number 3. He's got a few more before he gets anything, but here we go. We got some Zealots. We got some Zerglings. Those are Zerglings, not Zealots. Going for that 4th base. All these Overseers don't have speed, but they're going to try their best. Pylon wall off. That is a bit unusual, but do remember that this is Platinum League. But all these Overseers going to get taken out by the Phoenix. Once those guys are gone, these DTs have free reign over these Zerglings. And Gothic actually supply blocked. That was a large majority of his supply. Don't worry, it looks like he is going to get some supply freed up here once all these Zerglings die, but he's not able to get too much done with that. We do have finally Infestors on the way to take out those Phoenix. A little bit late, I feel. But I'm a Terran. I don't know how late they need to start getting them. But a big Ling run by here. Gonna get a lot of probes that are just now trying to transfer. I'm gonna kill these Zealots first if they wanted to, but they're gonna go straight for the probes. Photon Overcharge is gonna prevent too many from dying. But these are +2 Carapace Zerglings. So they're gonna be able to take a big pounding before they die. 14 more Hydra, so he is sticking to this Roach Link, this Hydra Link style, excuse me. This one Zergling gets away. Will he get picked up? I don't think so. That'd be a waste of energy, I feel. But will he get one more before dying a valiant death? No, he does not. He gets picked up and taken out immediately. On the back of this, the Hive has been completed. +3 on the way, so he's going to take an upgrade lead. But yeah, other than this, he has the income advantage now with that 4th base. This one has not been mining. He does have the gas though, so that is good for him. Phoenix coming in here. There's not that much anti-air. There's this one Queen and this Spore that is way out of position. They wanted to try and do a little bit of damage to the drones in gas, but no, they're gonna back off for now. Excuse me. But these Hydras are going to get picked up here. That's not good for them. They are trying to be heroes for the Swarm, but it's not going to work for them. So far, only 9 pylons left destroyed. Let's go with that. In this entire game, that is really weird considering how long this game has gone. Neither player able to kill each other or anything else. But Spine goes down before it even starts. This Spore Crawler needs to be targeted. But that is a lot of Zealots, a lot of DTs. And Gothic has to come back here to defend this base. But that base is going to fall before he gets anywhere close. These Infestors could get trying to get those money fungals not working. But he gets a great fungal on this force. But they get feedback. But he still has a lot of fungals. pretty much a good engagement. This is a little bit sloppy from Gothic. The micro losing all his infestors. Those are what he needed. Storms go down, and his army was just decimated. DT is going to work because there is no detection. That fourth is dead, and with it, I feel Gothic's chances at this game may be with it. Slava Slave going for the final push here, going to take out this third base, and once this goes down, it is the end. A lot of Overlords dying, and they're going to get picked off before they even get to turn into Overseers, so there's going to be no detection if he focuses down these two Spore Crawlers. He is losing a lot of Phoenix to him, but Gothic, knowing it is the inevitable, he leaves the game. So guys, if you like this series, hit like and favorite and support. If you want your replays to be casted, send them in to passergaming@outlook.com. I will see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and good night.